Hey, I'm Ziad, and my wife and I own the Max Muscle Sports Nutrition locally here in Escondido, and Clark wanted me to come out here and show you how to flip tires. So that's what we're going to do. This is a tire that you can get for free from your local truck and tractor tire spot. This one weighs almost 600 pounds, and this is a great cardio workout for all of those who don't enjoy plodding along on the treadmill. This is a good, viable alternative.
How many sets, how many reps? I mean, what is the standard protocol?
There's no standard. It really depends what you're trying to do. My favorite is to do 10 to 12 sets, 5 reps. But you know, I've gone up to 12, 15 reps for less sets, or more sets and less reps.
So a rep would be a flip?
A flip, exactly.
So you go for 5 flips?
5 flips. 8 to 12 sets is pretty standard for me.
So maybe 60 total flips? My math is correct.
Exactly right. Yeah. So it's energy systems training, and I just like to use it for cardio because I don't like jogging.
Now, when I first met you, you were in the gym and you were doing out-of-the-box type of training. That's what kind of, you know, drew us to each other. I do a little different style of training. You obviously do different style of training here.
Right.
Were you inspired by strongmen?
Strongman training, exactly. Yeah, I prefer to. I like sport-specific training, and I try to do a little bit of this and that, and this definitely transfers over to athletics and improves performance, and so that's what I like.
Where do you feel it at mostly? When legs?
Training. Oh, this trains the whole body. I mean, I feel it. Obviously, your legs and your lower back are going to feel it a lot. If you shove it at the end, then you're going to get it chest, triceps, shoulders. When you're pulling it, I certainly feel it all the way into my neck. I mean, really everything. If you get a good workout in, you're going to feel every muscle in your body.
So what would be warnings to people that are attempting this at home, and what would be tips for people that are attempting this?
Warnings, start with a lighter tire. Unfortunately, the last guy that flipped with me blew out his Achilles tendon, and that wasn't real pleasant for us. So start light, work your way up, get someone who knows how to do it. I see a lot of bad form. It's not a deadlift, although it does resemble one, and that's probably the most common mistake I see is people trying to deadlift it. It's an explosive movement. It's not a slow pull. So somebody that can show you the right way, starting small.
So you'll break it down for us one step at a time to get started?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Sure. Your proper technique, you're going to stand about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the tire. You're going to squat down, put your hands in, like so, less comfortable. I'm going to put my chest up against the edge of the tire, and really like my chin is going to be resting against it, and I'm actually going to be pushing the tire and not deadlifting. So the most common mistake I see is people doing this, and like I said, it's not a deadlift. All right, so. So that's one series.
So you use your knee to kick it up and over.
I do a little bit. With the lighter tires, you don't need to do that, but it gets a little bit heavier with like this, and so I do use it. Press.
Don't you give up a peace of mind, and don't you give up on promises made. You sell yourself, sure would be considered a crime.
Yeah. One set.
And now you're running on empty, and now you're running on borrowed time, and now you got nothing to lose. You're shaking that ass for every trick and line. I did it all for the money. Did it all for me. Ooh.
cardio do you do every week?
I did it all for the rock and roll. I did it all for
Right here on the Max Muscle Sports Nutrition Workout Vitamins. Weight loss. Free diet workout plan.
I did it all for the money. I did it all for the fame. I did it all for the rock and roll. I did it all for me. I did it all for the money. I did it all for the fame. I did it all for the
It says fitness models and punks.
600-pound tire. Yeah.
So warming up.
That's muscle in the house.
This is just my way of saying little guys could be strong too.